Dope is what flows in this fam's DNA. Dope is what flows in this fam's DNA.
What's good, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Dope Interviews. I'm your host, Warren Shaw, and we are back. Happy New Year. It's season 2, and we've got some new stuff going on here. But make sure you rate, review, subscribe, do all that. I don't even want to talk about all that. I need to get to my guests. Now, if you know me, you know I love some R&B. I love neo soul. I love all that stuff right now. And this week, on the first edition of season 2 of Dope Interviews, we have YouTube named her an artist to watch. Tidal said she's somebody you got to rock with as well too in 2022. SiriusXM named her one of the future 5. She got all the accolades coming out right now. It's the homie Marzz. How are you, family?
Hey, I'm good, man. How you doing?
Oh, I can't complain. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here with you. And I heard you just came off a vacation.
Yes.
So how was your vacation? Because it was real busy, right? Like you needed some time away. How was your vacation?
Man, it was amazing. I can't even complain. Like, I won't go back, but now it's time to just come back and keep working for me. It was dope. I just got a little getaway from me.
No worries. Well, I'm glad you got some time to get away and you're back. So as we said, 2021 kind of closed out extremely strong for you, right? I want to take it all the way back to the beginning, right? And you're growing up in Louisville, so forth and so forth. Just how did you get into music? Kind of what were some of your first musical inspirations?
Well, I ain't gonna say I was raised, but I guess I grew up in the church. But church was literally all I knew. You feel me? Like we going to church every Sunday, Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday. The whole 9 yards. You feel me? And really just being surrounded by people in the church that did music. My family, we all can sing. My grandma, my mom, you feel me? Just hearing them sing around the house. It was a lot of gospel that we listened to most of the time. But as I started growing and, being a part of my mom and my dad's household, it was really, I got a choice of if I wanted to listen to secular music, as they say, or gospel music. And I kind of just got a little bit of both. Still finding myself, in high school, middle school. Middle school, I wasn't really like that verbal or nothing, but, it was always music playing around me. And it was never nowhere I went where music was not there. Word.
So when you made the choice that maybe you wanted to do something a little bit more outside of the gospel range and outside of the church side, like who were some of the influences? What music kind of inspired you a little bit?
I'm gonna definitely say the Clark sisters. My mom and them, like they studied them, and just hearing them sing all their songs around different churches and stuff really just kind of gave me that foundation of, I feel like it's where I get a lot of my tone and stuff at, I guess. Not even like, I don't know, like just a lot of gospel hymns and stuff that they sung. It was more of like their older stuff, not even their newer stuff that I'm listening and hearing stuff, picking up on. Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, Brandy, of course. For my generation, I was constantly looking at the movie with Whitney Houston and Brandy, the Cinderella. Like that was like my go-to. Like I was like so mesmerized by Whitney Houston and Brandy. Like, oh my God, like two icons. Like I was nuts over that. So like that's Brandy's probably my top for sure. That I say that she's got me. It's the woman right there for sure.
That's what's up. Ironically, I just started watching the show that she's in now, Queens.
Yes,
yeah.
Sir.
It's live, right? It's pretty live.
That was hot, man.
Yeah. All right, so we got similar tastes. I see where we're going on this. It's gonna be a good time. So, your name, right? Yeah. Marzz. Where'd you come up with that? You know what I mean? Obviously, we know the planet and the whole nine, but and you have a unique spelling on it. So, talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, to be honest, I'm really into astrology, so I was kind of really okay. Don't laugh, but my first name. Like my stage name, I guess. I don't know what phase I was going through in high school, but my name was gonna be Poppy Marzz. Okay, like I don't know. I'm like so embarrassed about that because like what the fuck? Like I don't know what I was thinking. But one day, me and Wu, we had a conversation. He was like, "Yo, like when you get on stage, like what are people gonna call you?" And I told him that name, and he was like, "Nah, like let's think of something else." You feel me? Like let's get, I was like, "Okay, bet." And we had got back together a few days later, and we was like. I was like, bro, I like Marzz. He was like, I do too. And he was like, ooh, to make it sound dope, we put 2 Z's at the end. So really just the name, the way that I spelled it I feel like that's just the uniqueness. I felt it was super different. You know what I'm saying? Now, the background behind it is I'm into astrology. You know, I have the planet Mars is red. You feel me? I feel like that reflects me, my energy. Like, I feel like I'm on fire. You feel me? It's not really anything that, well, back then it wasn't anything. I still feel like now it wasn't nothing that they found on there, but it's new technology. You never know. It's something unique, different. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what reflects on me. And again, I just mess with astrology. I love planets. I love space. So everything just fit together. It fit me, you know?
I love it. I love it.
Sure.
I mean, and I think that's dope. Really, really a truth, because I think a lot of times artists, there is meaning behind the stuff that they do. And the lay person may not understand that. You know what I mean? But true artists, like, there's a lot of hidden things in their music and their art, like their album covers. There's a lot of stuff that means a lot of stuff to them. So listen, Timbaland discovered you on IG, and shouts to Timbo the King, the whole nine. Just kind of what role does he play, if any, kind of in your career now at all? You still working with him a little bit?
Definitely. He's always I'm sending him my new stuff, you feel me? And we just going back, cooking up more stuff. Soon, I believe we're going to be getting together soon to cook up some more stuff. But he's really just making sure I'm being focused and staying collected. You feel me? I feel like I'm super, like, criticism of myself. And he helps me, like, not be so in my head about it. He's like, just have fun with the be together. Because I'm such a perfectionist. I'm, like, so judgmental on myself. And I hate that. And I'm, like, learning to not be so crucial. Because it's, like, literally... Like, at first I didn't think nobody related to me or, little old me, but now that, you feel me, my song's going crazy and shit, and everybody's actually genuinely, like, understanding me, it kind of puts me at ease, where it's like, yo, like, I'm not alone. You know what I'm saying? And it's really just been where his words, I feel like, I don't know, like, it just means a lot to me, because it's, first off, it's Timbaland. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be like, who's Timbaland? It's like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
And me just being raised in a household where my dad listened to him, Missy, you feel me? Like, he's seen the whole 9 yards. My dad gets super excited talking about it. So it's like, that's just crazy. That's all I've been raised around. So just having him, that's super crazy for sure. Super blessed.
Nah, 100. Like,
yeah.
So Tim is a great influence now as well, to kind of help launch and things of that nature. Now you kind of taking it to the next level as you kind of push this thing forward. You're still very young though, Marzz. Like, you're real young, and, like, no offense, you know what I mean? But there's a lot of complexity, I think, in some of the stuff that you write, especially when you're talking about love and the complexities of love, in the music that you're writing. Just where does that come from? Because a lot of people my age may say, like, yeah, man, she ain't experienced nothing yet. What does she know about that? But talking a little bit about that.
It's really just about, I feel like I'm already, like, of course, people have been through things and they've, witnessed certain things, but this is as real as it gets. Like, I'm not, you feel me? Like, everything that I write is nothing where I'm just like, oh my God, I'm gonna wake up and write about this. Like, I've either seen it, I've experienced it myself. I've seen people that I know around me, strangers. It could be a situation at a store that I see, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just thinking the way that my brain thinks, I don't know. I just be putting myself in other people's shoes and really just, expressing the rawness, the realness, whatever emotions that I'm feeling. Because most of the times I feel like I don't really even get to explain my songwriting process. My song doesn't necessarily always have a story with it. It's just whatever I was feeling at that moment. That's literally what I wrote, or whatever I freestyle. That's genuinely what I was feeling at that moment. You know what I'm saying? And I want people to go and dissect it whatever way they want. You know what I'm saying? But know that it's not even a backstory behind it. It's just some things, it's life. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's life. Stuff happens. You have feelings, you have certain emotions. It's okay to feel that way and then feel a whole completely different another way the next day. You know what I'm saying? People be like, oh, you're mad, you got to stay mad for this long. It's like, no, you don't. If you feel like you want to be in love with that person this day and get mad at them, do that. Like, it's okay. You're human. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
No, I think that's a great answer, honestly. Because again, like I said, life is that, and everyone lives it. And sometimes it's like some things I talk to other people about all the time. Like, you don't necessarily have to have lived that to know that this thing, that's how that works. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I can definitely appreciate, where you're going with that. We're chatting with RCA recording artist Marzz, Marzz. Make sure you're following her on IG at Marzz_. Somebody has your Marzz official, right? Like, they kind of jack you on the IG. We have to get that.
page, okay, for sure.
But make sure you can also follow her on TikTok and Twitter at Marzz and at Spelling. Talk to me a little bit about your TikTok as well too, right? So you got a pretty big following there as well. Like, so is that like your favorite platform? And I gotta ask this question. Did you participate in the Can We Talk challenge?
Oh my God. No, I did not. I ain't gonna lie, TikTok is becoming one of my favorite platforms just because like I got so many drafts in there, but I'm like, I don't know, again, like I be like, nah, I ain't gonna post it because I don't know, like people gonna be like, what the hell? Like, and then again, I don't care, but then again, it's like, you got a platform, like chill, okay? You know, it's like, I don't know, I'm still figuring it out, but it's definitely become one of my faves. And I ain't gonna lie, I mess with Instagram heavy too, just because I don't know, I feel like I'm more connected with my audience. You know what I'm saying, on Instagram, but TikTok is definitely on its way. I don't know. I feel like it's everywhere right now. Like it's a little bit of my personality, a little bit of my music. I'm trying to show my personality a little bit more, but I don't know. I think that's the side in me, just contemplating everything. Like, no, don't post this, post this. I don't know.
let it ride. I don't think you've had a misstep yet. You know what I mean? Just, you know, continue to be you. I think it's gonna be fine. So no Can We Talk challenge though for you, nah?
Nah. I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking about it, but I was like, nah, I ain't even gonna do it. I was like, I wanted to sing a different one. I was like, dang, if they would have did another one by Tevin, I was just like, okay, I'd do it. But
well, listen, we'll start it up. You know what I mean, whatever you want to do, you start the challenge.
Oh my God,
get it out there. Come on now. I'm gonna holler at Wu on the side and like try to get him to push you a little bit.
That just caught me off guard. I was like, oh no, wait a minute.
I'm gonna be watching. Sounds like a great time to take a quick break. We'll be right back with the homie Marzz. And we're back with RCA recording artist Marzz. Marzz, let's continue to keep this great conversation pushing. Your EP, Love Letters, man, that's a vibe. It's a vibe. So tell me a little bit more about that project. And, you know, I mean, is that the highlight of your career thus far, would you say? Getting that EP out and getting all the love that you're getting on it?
Definitely. I don't know. It's like, I'm going to say yes and no. It's one of those things where I don't know. I'm still, I guess, taking it all in and understanding, like, receiving the love that I'm getting, I guess. Because it's like, again, I never thought nobody would relate to me, but I'm definitely super grateful that I could put my story out. And actually, I just want to speak on, you know, the LGBT community. It's not a lot of masculine, I guess, artists out that's right now that's doing what I'm doing. So just being able to have a platform for us, I feel like that's super, super like honoring, because like, dude, like we struggle already with so much, especially us females, us Black females, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot that we deal with on a daily basis. So having this type of platform and them showing me love, and I don't even know, I take it real personal, you know, like I'm being super vulnerable. It's crazy, you know? So I just appreciate everybody showing mad love and just messing with me, man. Like it means a lot. I know I'm not alone, for sure. It's crazy.
Nah. And your humility I think is what is genuine, right? And that's what kind of translates to, you know, fans and people who are now discovering you and so forth. And so we kind of tipped off the episode with all the accolades, right? But I'm not a musician. I'm never going to be you. I'm never going to have Tidal knocking on my door saying, hey, you know what? We want to select you. How does that process go? How does Tidal, SiriusXM, and YouTube all say, yo, this is somebody we need to be paying attention to? Like, how does that process even come to you? And just tell me what were your feelings when that happened?
Bro, I don't even know. Like, no, Kev, like they just be waking me up. Like most of the time I either be sleeping in the studio or I'm just chilling. You feel me? And most of the time I be sleep. Like I be out cold around 11 and I always have my phone on do not disturb because I just don't like, I've been having, you know, the detox from technology on, like doing all that. But most of the time it's literally, they just been boop. And then I look at my text message, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are you kidding me? I was like, what? Like, I don't even know. Like, I knew when Tidal has, they did me for the Artist of the Month, I was like, I called my mom, my grandma, I was like, oh no, I was like, oh snap, like, it was like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. I was like, man, I'm shouting for joy right now. Like, it was such a surreal moment. Like, I don't even know. Like all I can do is keep working hard, and I say I appreciate everybody streaming my shit. So like that's crazy. Like I'm like, yes, it's like let's go. It's crazy.
Keep the vibes going. You also had an opportunity to perform on the Soul Train Awards. So talk to me a little bit about that and how that opportunity came to you.
Man, it was really Cherie, man. That's my girl right there. She was like, yo, we can get this popping. And I was like, I always said to Wu, I was like, I wanted to do either the Grammys or the Soul Train. I really didn't know which one. I didn't care because I grew up watching the Grammys literally every single year in the household. That was like a tradition. We come together every year, go to my grandma's house, watch the BET Awards, watch the Grammys, you feel me? And I was like, I'm gonna sing on something one day, and boom, she was like, Soul Train? I was like, what? You feel me? I was like, hold on, what? She was like, yeah. She was like, next week. I was like, let's go. You feel me?
Wow.
Then I was like, bro, Whitney Houston performed in there. Like, bro, get out of here. You feel me? Like, I was just such in awe. Like, it was such a surreal moment. I was super grateful. Man, I still, everything hasn't even hit me yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just taking everything in because it's like, bro, this is only the beginning. This is crazy. Like, I'm super grateful. Like, that's all I can say is thank you, man. This is crazy. For sure.
Nah, I'm excited for you. I mean, it's like, damn, I can only imagine what it's like to get that call for something that you've been kind of growing up on. I'm like, yo, now it's me. Like, we see me on the screen.
Like, I'm sitting here singing in front of the TV you feel me, singing the hot new singles and stuff. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, like, I was super nervous to sing in front of Jasmine Sullivan. Like, I was like, please, like, if I fuck this up, like, kill me. Like, I was like, bro, like she's definitely one of my like favorite artists vocal wise that I like look up to. You feel me? Like she's literally, her and Brandy's are like vocal beasts. Like I don't care what nobody say. Like them women, they crazy. You feel me? So I was like, this is my chance. You feel me? Like I gotta show my girl what I didn't learn from her. You feel me? I was like, bro, I gotta set the vibe straight for her. You feel me? So it's dope for sure.
Nah, you rock that out for sure. Countless times. It's definitely one of the joints right now. It's like, I remember, I think I actually heard it first time on SiriusXM, and I was like, and no offense, I hope you don't take it any offenses. I was like, but I think the DJ at the time was like, oh man, this could pop off like LMA. You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, it's got one of those. It's a vibe, like you feel it. You know what I mean? It's a good vibe. So I was like, let me do some research. Let me see who is this artist, because the vibe was serious on that one, and Cleopatra and everything else that you have popping out there as well too. So I know you're humble, and maybe you don't want to give us too much of a peek into behind, but you're a bona fide celebrity now, Marzz. Like, tell me a little bit about like kind of what's a life in the day of you right now. Like, what's like, are your DMs crazy? Like, like what's going on?
Definitely, I ain't gonna lie, like it's been a crazy journey. Like it's super, I don't know, people be recognizing me and I just be like, I be in Walmart and I just be chilling and I be like, they be like, yo, Marzz, I'd be like, yo, how you know me? And then I'd be like, oh snap, I do it for music. Like I just be like, I be in my own world. I just be like, dang, I be forgetting. Like, girl, you got music out, you need to chill out. Like, I don't know, I just, everyday life, I wake up, I see what we doing if we're going to the studio. If not, I go make my rounds around town, go see my family, just go in and go peek, say hi to my grandma, come see my dad, my little brothers and sisters, them is my babies, like them is my kids, like for real, like them, my little brothers and sisters, they my baby. So I'm always trying to be here with them before I start going out, you feel me, getting more busy and stuff. So doing that, if I ain't doing that, then I'm literally in the studio, like that's it. I don't be doing too much of nothing, like I just stay around my family in the studio for real. Like other than that, that's what I've been doing for sure. So
earlier you mentioned, Brandy, Lauryn Hill, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Jasmine Sullivan is a person that you kind of rock with right now as well too. So I got to ask, like, 2-part question.
Okay.
Favorite song of all time, and what song or who are you rocking with the most right now currently?
Let me see here. Okay, so back then my old school song, I'm gonna say, let me see here. Dang, what was I just listening to? Can that's hard though. I want to do two. So I'm gonna do.
You can give me a list. Go ahead, give me a list. The first things that come to your mind.
Okay, I'm gonna give you Fantasia, When I See You. I'm gonna give you Dua. Alright, I'm gonna give you Dua. Okay. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna say Jennifer Hudson, Where You At, because that lady, ain't gonna lie, she's been on my playlist. Anything Aaliyah, and anything Erykah Badu. Like you feel me? Like it was my back then. Now recently I've been having I'm trying to figure out how to say her name right. Nia Salmonte, I think that's her name, but a song called Ambience. Like I feel like she's really dope. I don't know if she's like, I don't know where she's from, but she's going crazy. I've been having her on my replay. Just to think of Janae Aiko, I've been having her on my playlist recently. And Brandy, anything Brandy, like Brandy's my top. She's probably like my top Spotify artist that I listen to on a daily. Like, if you ride with me, know that you're gonna hear Brandy. Like, people, you're not gonna want to ride with me after 3 rides. No, like, let me out right here, right now.
Nah. So, you know, I guess I have an answer to this next question, maybe a little bit. The artist you'd like to collab with the most outside of Brandy. Because I think, you know what? I think, honestly, we need to get you on Queens, right? I saw Cam on Queens. I saw Jada on Queens and stuff like that, too. So it seems like, you know, that might be a route for you, maybe season 2 of that. Since we need to holler at Swiss. You got the Timbo connection, right? You know what I mean? You can just kind of rub those elbows. But who else would else would you like to collaborate with?
I ain't gonna lie. Like, recently, I feel like the stuff that I've been making, like, I feel like Chris Brown would mess with it, with a lot of my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely, that's something that I want further though. Like if it happens sooner than that, we're gonna go crazy. But I feel like I kind of want to have a little bit more under my belt. You know what I'm saying? Just to like even feel worthy to be in the room. Him like I feel like a lot of people don't really like they be stunting on Chris. Like that man is literally like he's up there with Michael Jackson. I personally feel he's up there with him. Like you know what I'm saying? Like all due respect to him. You feel me? So I feel like Chris Brown, Jack Harlow from the 502. You know I feel like me and him will make some dope stuff. Who else? I ain't gonna lie, like I seen Ashanti live and I think that I would definitely want to get a feature with her like ASAP. You know, she's crazy. My girl Cody Shane, you feel me? We got some stuff cooking up ASAP, you feel me? Like I'm excited about that. Like I feel like she's on a whole nother different wave, you feel me? So I'm definitely excited about that. And Cash Page, like, come on now. Like you feel me? Like I think she goes dumb. So I think them is my top, my 2022, that's my list right there. Chris, Cash Page, and Cody Shane right there. That's my list right there.
That's a solid list. A couple more before we let you get out of here. I know you gotta, get back to life, you know what I mean, and kind of keep it bopping. So, the music industry is real big into kind of the versus thing right now too, right? Mm-hmm. So what's if you could pick one, who would you like to go against in a versus?
Who would I like to go against?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I feel like if I was to go against somebody, I'm gonna say Queen. I don't know. I feel like me and Queen Isaac got like a good catalog, you know what I'm saying? Or I ain't gonna lie. I feel like her is pushing it a little bit because I ain't up there just yet, but like that's probably where I'd be aiming at to get, you feel me? Like her catalog go dumb, you feel me? Like she turned the whole like hip hop record into R&B with Lil Baby. Like that joint was crazy, you feel me? So she's doing some crazy stuff. So for sure.
I love it. And honestly, and I think Versus now is more of a celebration as opposed to like, you know what I mean, a clash, you know what I mean? So I think he has some of those other, lovely ladies out here to kind of perform and just kind of do something like that. That'd be a super dope look for you, for sure.
Be crazy. The vibe, everybody be like, oh my God. What's going on?
Last one before I let you right out of here. And I know you kind of tipped your hand a little bit in some of the stuff you're working on, but just in general, when 2022 is done, like what do you want to have accomplished? Like, what do you want to say? Like, boom, 2022 was a year of Marzz, and here's everything that happened.
I'm gonna definitely say I feel like not even my name known, but what I stand for. You know what I'm saying? And that's peace, love, and no judgment. You know what I'm saying? This is a no judgment zone for me. You feel like I've gotten bullied all my life, or not even all my life, like from middle school to high school. You know what I'm saying? So I know what that feels like to feel left out and people, be called weird and all this other stuff. And I feel like not a lot of people talk about details about that because it's like most of the time when I'm writing, I'm literally like whatever I'm feeling. If I'm feeling upset, I'm feeling sad. That's what I put down. I'm not putting on a facade for nobody. This is as raw as it get. You know what I'm saying? And people be afraid to show their true selves. And it's like, don't be scared to be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. You feel me? If somebody's feeling upset, and you know what I'm saying, it may take somebody just to ask them, you know, how are you? That changes their whole day. You know what I'm saying? So just be willing to be loving and be open to different things. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I actually want to just leave behind. Like, that's what I want to do for 2022. Like, let people know that this is a safe zone. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, sell out arenas, but genuinely, I feel like the battle is not within here. It's within here. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to connect with people up in here and just, you know that they're not alone. Because I feel like music is a scapegoat for me. It's definitely a scapegoat for me. Music helped me get through a lot. So I feel like if my music can help you out in a way, I kind of, you know, let it mentally dissect and detox. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to leave behind, for sure.
I have no doubt that that's what 22 is going to bring for you, Marzz. I think, again, you have a gentle and genuine spirit about you. That's why success is coming your way and is going to continue to come your way. I see endorsements. I see a new TikTok challenge. I see verses. I see the whole nine coming for you in 2022. And I'm excited for you. Of course. Well, that is all the time we have for today. Make sure you cop the EP, Love Letters, on all streaming platforms. Make sure you follow the homie Marzz on social, all of them, TikTok, IG, Twitter, the whole nine. She might even be on Facebook. I don't even know. Make sure you follow my show, Dope Interviews. We can follow me on Twitter at @dope_interviews. Make sure you hit up Rich Kid Clothing, you know, giving me some nice swag out here for the YouTube media as well, too. I'm your host, Warren Shaw. Thank you so much for joining us here on season 2 of Dope Interviews. This has been another Dope Interview with the homie Marzz, and we're out.
Yeah. Together we stand, divided we never. The vision is one, striving for the better. Working as a team, working toward a dream. It's not even work when the team is the dream. On a united front, we got our own back. A band of brothers to counteract any attack. One heart in fact, forget what the blood say. Dope is what flows in this fam's DNA. So let's do it for the love, give to the max. Listen to opinion, but react to facts. And remember that together with a but separate, just pieces of it. Dope is what flows in this fam's DNA. Dope is what flows in this fam's DNA.
Family represent like a tree with names on it. We're free, no chains on it. Relieved, the pain's gone, I can see. We come together like questions on a quiz. Mojo, flow, and viz, man, you know what it is. And if ignorance is bliss, you're gonna hate this lesson. Organized intellect like a tropical depression. My symbol is the cross, a mic, and ghost peppers. Cause I'm just a black sheep growing up to be a shepherd. Moonlighting as a weapon to protect the children. Every brother is a father, dynasties we're building. Max, J, and K, Bay, and Isaiah, next level of the family foundation. Understand me?